Well, what have we got here? It's very nicotine stained kind of look. This is a 1978 Fender Telecaster. I believe the original finish is in blonde, as you can see here, or maybe butterscotch, as the back side of it looks more like that, but there's also this appearance of the blonde. If this is just the worn part, I'm not sure, but it's kind of cool. So it's not all original, but the pickups are changed. The original pickups are no longer to be found. These are Lollar vintage style pickups for Telecaster. And I believe also that the electronics have been replaced. I will open this up so we can have a look inside afterwards. You can see on the headstock here the kind of fading, or how it got this brown, I'm not sure. But it kind of cool. I'm not sure if I dare to try and remove it or wash it. I think you can use some kind of naphtha, lighter gas or something that won't affect the finish. But in 1978, Fender used poly finish most of the time, so this is a poly finish on this guitar. And yeah, but it has this vintage vibe that I have been looking for a long time now in guitars. My two Grecos that you might have seen if you watch my videos, they are so cool with that vintage vibe, and after that I just have to look for guitars with that kind of feel to them. And then 1978, I think it ticks the boxes for a vintage guitar. There's also this kind of thing here, which might be a grounding thing, or maybe there has been installed some kind of thing here earlier on. I think this guitar has seen some different pickup configurations over the time. So, and also it has got this set of Grover locking tuners. I'm not completely convinced that I will keep them. I'm more fan of these kind of tuners, the Fender vintage style. So I will. I have a set here, but one of them is broken, so I need to get a. I think I'll just get a full new set. So I just put out an ad that I wanted to buy some. Hopefully I will get some vintage ones that are a good match for this guitar. And also this pickguard most likely is not original. From what I've found is that Fender mostly used white or black pickguards on these guitars in that time period. So what I have here is an old white pickguard. It looks kind of aged. It's also been broken here, so unglued. But I think this will be a good match for the guitar. And be more to my taste. I'm not a fan of these that color, at least not with that combination. So I think I prefer to have this or maybe a black one. I'll have to see what fits best. And yeah, so changing this and the tuners will make it, at least it will make it look better to me. And I also think that the back side of the neck, I can feel that it's poly, so it's a bit sticky. I think I would like to sand that down. Yeah, but it's a very cool guitar. Let's plug it in and listen to how it sounds right now. These strings are old, but we can listen to it now before I do any changes to it, and then I'll replace the strings. And we can have a go at this. All right. All right, let's see what this thing can do. In tune. I have to say it feels incredible good to play this guitar. You can really feel how it responds when you play it. That's the difference between this and my other Telecaster. It's also very good Tele, but there's a difference, and I can I'd feel something in return from the guitar when I play it. It responds with the amp in a better way, and for some reason I felt that was with good quality guitars that you feel that there is something to that. It's hard to put the name on it, but it's the best I can do. So there is a few things I pick up. That is that it drops the treble, at least on the neck pickup, very fast when I roll down the volume. Very muffled, and it's full up on the tone. So I'll have to look into what causes that, or if there's some tweak I can do to fix that. I also, well, I'll have to check the pickup heights to see if they are as they should be. Let's hear the bridge pickup. Rolling it down. So immediately when you roll it down, both pickups lose that sparkle on the top. So all the way up, it's snappy. Just a tad down. It almost just loses all that top end. I would very much like to have it keep the treble when I roll down the volume, at least a bit better than it does now. Strange. And there's a bad contact here, so I'll have to fix that. Yeah, but sounds good, and these strings are pretty old, I think. Okay, I'll open it up, open up this the pickguard and the control plate to see what's beneath, and maybe we could figure out if there is something to do with getting the volume to keep the treble better. All right, let's go. Okay, so strings are off, and I think I will treat it with the usual stuff. Dr. Duck's Axe Wax. So, not sure how long ago this neck was treated. So, I'll tend to that. Okay, let's get the pickguard off. From the look of the screw heads, this has probably been on and off a couple of times. You can see the wear on the grooves for the screwdriver. So that's all of them. Let's see if we can get this off. It's very sticky. Oh. Yeah, because it's not connected to the... There's no holes here for the height adjustment of the neck pickup. So if I replace it with this, I have height adjustments here, so I can put in if the pickup will support that. I think it will. It's kind of stuck in here, so I have to figure out what's going on. Okay, so here, this is the color of the guitar. I'm very on and off if I should try and get that color back into the visible part. And here's clearly been some kind of humbucker installed, routing underneath here, I guess. So it has seen different constellations of pickups in here. Okay, let's get that one off also. Let's see. Yeah, that came off easy. Okay, so what do we have here? 0.05 M 100 volts. I'm not sure. I would have to look up this one to see what it is. And that's some strange thing. Okay, look at this. Very strange wiring, and I suspect that some of this stuff is going in here. I would like to see what's under here. Nothing. All right. That's an odd one. Oh, no, I see this is just a pot meter. It looks very strange. It's a square one. I've never seen that before. What kind of pot meter is that? And Yeah, so there's nothing connected to this one. This is just passing it by, so it's that is very odd. I will have to look up this. So it's really strange, these electronics that are put into this guitar. The square chassis on this pot meter, the 0.5 value on this ceramic condensator, and also the strange tone pot meter with the value of 470K. Really strange. This capacitor will lead to that the tone will go very dark fast when you drop down the volume, so that's probably the culprit of what we experienced there. But also the strange things here, so at least we can say for certain that it's not original. So what I'll do, I have found that in my widow's jar, all the time I find things that I didn't know that I had. I have a couple of Emerson Pro, and they are 250K, and they are audio tapers. So these should be very good quality with a low tolerance, and I will install those for tone and volume, and then I also will put a 0047 condensator in here, and or is it capacitor? I always confuse the two. And I have a treble bleed here, but I won't use it till I see if I need it. I'll try it with a just standard wiring and see if it sounds okay. I'm guessing it will. So I've found a diagram from 6 Strings Supplies that I will follow. Just use the grounding from the pickups to the volume pot, and then also ground from underneath the bridge plate to the output jack and volume chassis here. So that should be fine. There's also something that I not discovered. So I wonder if maybe you can tell me if you see here that these don't match the pickguards. So the one that was on here will cover up this space here between the neck pickup and the neck here, but this is too small, so there will be a gap here. But I think I will install it anyways because I think it looks better, and I will just find something to put underneath here to cover up the holes here. Then of course I'm very on and off if I should do something with the color of on the finish. As you can see, the original color here underneath the pickguard. For now I will not do anything, but I might be tempted to try and clean up this thing that is on the body here. Maybe using naphtha or something. Let me know what you think. Should I do it or not? I'm guessing most of you will say not, but well, because you never know how this will end up. It might just smear out and be ugly, and there's kind of a point of no return, and I might have to end up do a total refinish to make it look good again. So that's also an option, of course, maybe to just sand it down and do a full refinish with nitro. That's a thought. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, I'll go ahead and switch out the electronics and just rip out this nonsense here and get some proper electronics installed. All right. Well, it's done. So far, at least, the changes that I wanted to do with the guitar. The obvious thing, the pickguard. I think it came out good. It looks good. And there's this space here that didn't fit, but I put in something black here. So from a distance you can't even see it, but there was this kind of thing that you remember the humbucker routing here that was covered with a black tape or something, that is also showing here, but it did that also with the previous pickguard. So I've now learned that there are different standards of pickguards, of course. So this is one probably made for some Japanese market or aftermarket things. So I might hunt down a more vintage correct pickguard later on. We'll see. I think it looks good, so maybe I'll just keep it. I probably will. And it looks great on this guitar, I think, at least from a distance. And for the finish, I was a bit on and off. I think at least now, I've become so familiar with how it looks, and I really like it. So I think I won't do anything to it. So I think it would also be quite a struggle to get this. I don't know what it is, if it's a stain from nicotine or if it's kind of fading or whatever it is. But it looks more and more awesome to me. I think it's so great. And it's kind of strange that the flip side also has this tint. Maybe you know why it has become this way. I don't know. I did not do anything to the lacquer on the backside of the neck. I will play it for a while and see if it bothers me, but for now I'll keep it. And I will also just keep the headstock as it is. I don't dare to tamper with that. I can't imagine that the headstock has been this dark from the start off, but it's really strange how it has gotten that dark. So yeah. Tuners, there are new tuners on the way. But as I restringed it now and put these on, it's kind of convenient to have these locking tuners. I'm not really used to it, but maybe I could be. And there's this thing with this chrome parts here that I'm not a big fan. So the ones that I have is quite worn or relict, if you like. It's Fender tuners that are series called road worn, I think. I think that would be more correct for this road worn Warrior. So yeah, and as you can see, I had a control plate that was without this screw that was put in the middle here. So I thought I'd just replace it. It's a very quick and easy fix. Yeah, and now the potmeters are 250, clocking in a bit below. I think it's less than 10% off the 250. Yeah, I kept the switch and I have height adjusted at least this one also slightly. So I think they are quite balanced now. Do I like the tones from these pickups? They are said to be Lollar vintage style, but I can't see anything, at least not underneath that neck pickup. I didn't open up this because it's a hassle to take out this bridge. I have to adjust bridge post here to get to it. Might be that I will see if I can find a more suited pickup pair for me. So I will have to play it for a while and see what I think. You think I should go ahead and tamper with the finish, or would you do something else to this? Or maybe you know something about this? The cavity here had the sticker that said 1979, and the serial number here indicates 78. So I bought it as a 78. But clearly, at least the body with the standard sticker that is in here from Fender says 79. So yeah, probably a 79 model this. Maybe the neck is made in 78. I don't know. So one thing that I forgot to mention is the treble loss. When I rolled down the volume, it was probably due to that ceramic condensator thing that was put here. It was 0.5 microfarads. It's pretty high, and it will lead to a very steep drop in treble. So now it's more standard 0.047 microfarads from between the tone and the volume here. So okay, let's hear. That was the neck pickup, and I can hear that the treble drops off. Maybe you could too, but it's far better. And I might try to install that treble bleed thing that I had. So sometimes that might lead to feel that the treble makes it a bit harder or harsher. But let's hear for the bridge pickup. So not as noticeable, I think. Let's hear the neck for comparison. Yeah, it's much better, but there is a treble loss. I will probably try and test that treble bleed, but there's also this thing with the pickups. I'm not 100% sold on this as it is now, but we'll see. Okay, thanks for joining me, and I bet you'll see more of this guitar on this channel. I'm already in love, so yeah, bye for now. Thank you.
you.